wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name, check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change, possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering. Negativity is a plague for the mentally weak. No mercy, all I got is working. Never stop searching, never quench the thirsty. I'm toxic and psychotic, but there's logic, you can't stop it. It's been chronic since I was a boy, so neurotic and chaotic.
Built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the cast, you can see all the healing. If the pain's in the past, move on from the grave and put your foot on the gas. No, never stop competing, yeah.
I've been doing this, I'm on it, I just wanna be iconic. Sipping on a gin and tonic, got me going off when I'm on this topic, yeah. If I ever play, I want it, you know that I'm always honest. Stay away from those who are toxic, keep them out your face, no way, you don't want it, yeah. Don't try to drain my energy, the enemy is everything. It's mentally, unhealthily, spreading like a rare disease. But I won't let it get to me, I don't need your therapy. I can leave a legacy of leading by intensity. Come on, we can fight this, freedom is priceless. Spread just like a virus, living in a crisis. Do you feel courageous? Do you seek greatness? Trust.
Yo, 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 yo. What is going on, YouTube? We're back at it again. I know that I was excited. I just wanted to get you guys energy because I am hyped up, man. This is an annual State of the Giants. Even though me and Miz didn't do one last year, this is the annual State of the Giants. I got my man Logan here with us. I got my man Miz down below. How you doing, Logan? How's your day going today?
It's been good, man. It's been doing well. Made my NFL Week 1 preview. You guys can go check that out on LGZ Productions. It's been good, man. I'm hyped for the season.
Absolutely. I should turn it down a bit because I don't want to break anyone's eardrums. But how are you doing today, Miz?
What's going on, guys? It's been a while since I've been on YouTube. It's good to see you guys come back to YouTube. I know everybody has their own lives, but now September brings us all back to a football season, and let's be honest, man, a more anticipated football season than we've had in
10 years.
There you go, bro. There you go.
Absolutely. Like, this has been the first time I actually been excited for this team in such a long time, and always a pleasure to have you guys fine gentlemen here with me today. No, it was all crazy at the start of it, but we do a State of the Union. Basically, it's the State of the Giants. And absolutely, what's up, Big Wall LZG? I love that logo, by the way. Shout out to you. And always, I've loved seeing our BBK guy, Coach Ed, in the EDD in the chat. Let's go. I'm just so excited for this season. I was actually gonna take some time at the start of this, guys. If you guys don't mind, I haven't done a schedule breakdown, so I am gonna actually do my schedule breakdown, and I'm gonna probably start it off by doing that, and then I'm gonna have a couple of questions for you guys, and then we can just do an open discussion about the Giants going into the season. And of course, if you guys wanted to add in anything about the NFC East or anything about the NFL, you know, that's always welcome here on these shows. What's up, Big Fridge? Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Link is above, guys, if any of you guys want to call in. But that being said, I'm gonna hold it down, and I'll do. You guys can bear with me for 5 minutes as I do a schedule breakdown. And I believe Miz dropped his is on his channel. Logan, I don't know if you did a.
I'm gonna be dropping mine tomorrow, so I'll save my points on this.
There you go. So you guys can absolutely go check out Logan's one tomorrow. Yeah, Coach Ed 14 -3 for -2. I love that. I might have slaughtered reading that. But we open up against Dallas. I gotta get Mac up in here, my premium co-host. Let's get it. What's up, Mac?
What's going on, fellas?
What's going on? Thank you, Mac.
I like the way you held it down earlier,
and
man.
Yeah, I was just
entertained, bro.
I was just about to say that. Thank you, Hardcore Sports Network, for providing us this platform. And Mac was on there with co-owner of Hardcore Sports, Eagles Uncensored, AK. And the way you guys was holding it down, the way Mac, you was representing for us Giants fans, best believe you guys go watch that video. How's your day going today, Mac?
It's going great, man. It's going great.
Outside of destroying Eagles fans.
I mean, AK, man, that was a good stream earlier, man. Shout out to AK, man. He got me a little hype, man. I figured you was doing this. I'm gonna hop on here. Let's keep talking giant football, man.
Never have to ask. You're always welcome. I'm sorry to interrupt, Mac. I'm sorry to interrupt. Can you repeat that last point, please? I just blocked you.
I mean, let's just talk giant football, man. Let's do it, man.
Absolutely. So right now, if you can bear with me, Mac, I haven't released a schedule release on my channel yet. So I'm going to just start off with the schedule release. I'm going to run through it fast, give my points, and then we can just have an open discussion about football. Obviously, the Giants is what we're here for. September 10th, a lot of people is doubting us. I have a surprise win, getting that win against Dallas. And I have us running through the Arizona Cardinals. I think the Arizona Cardinals are one of the best teams in the NFL. So we're going to start off 2-0. I have us really getting a bit of realistic, getting like, hey, we're riding high, we're all this 2-0, and then we meet one of the best teams, if not the best team in our conference. What's up, Ralph? Thank you for joining us. And then we get beat. We get beat pretty handily, probably by 2 touchdowns against San Francisco. And then we're gonna go out and then we're gonna win against the Seahawks. So we have 3-1. Maybe our defense holds up. Right? Maybe our defense makes it a competitive game. But we'll see what happens against San Francisco. Said by 2 touchdowns. Let's get another one of our BBK guys in here. Big Blue Crew coach. What's up, coach? Thank you so much for being here today.
Coach Ed.
Let's
Peace and blessing, guys. How is everyone doing?
I'm doing amazing.
Good.
What's up, Coach Miz?
I know he does look like a coach, huh? That's what me and Logan said. He got his own
He
polo.
is the
Hey,
coach.
let me tell you something, man.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
he
tell you
coaches.
one
He's
thing,
like,
I love
he's talking
this
about
coach
his high
we
school
have.
kids.
I love this coach,
Mhm.
and that's what I was saying earlier in Mac's stream with Eagle fan. He didn't want to go near that topic. We have the best head coach in the division, so and that matters. I don't know why people don't talk about coaching because they coached up a team like Mac said earlier with hardly much talent into a playoff win. So
That's true.
Coaching does matter, guys. It's a complete team. It's a complete team effort. Coaches get your minds right. Get you the game plan. They break down the film. So I mean, without coaches, players can't go out and perform the way they do. Yes, they perform, but coaches put you in the position to perform. And without the coaches,
That's all I was trying to say earlier. Speaking exactly what you just said, coaching matters. Like they maximize the talent of guys a lot of guys that aren't even in the league anymore this year, and they got that much out of those guys. People are trying. You can't. Like I was telling AK earlier, all respectfully, you can't sell me and convince me any kind of way that we're going to be a worse football team than we were a year ago when clearly we made moves to improve that and to make this team much better, and we still have the same great coaching staff that we had from a year ago that's going to come out and be able to work even more so with these guys. And like I said, Daniel Jones, it's a difference when you look at a guy and to see the way he walks around. He looks like a leader of a team now. He looks like that guy. It's just a difference. You just got to recognize it when you see it, man. I see it.
look, guys, the thing is, the one thing that I've learned in all my years of coaching, all right, when it comes to players, their mindset, yes, you can talk about the physical skills and all of this and going out and perform, but it's mental. It is the mindset. Do you know how many guys who I've coached that have lost confidence and I've had to go back and rebuild it up because I can see their talent. Others around them can see their talent, but they lost their confidence. So if mentally if you lose it, it doesn't matter what your physical skills are, you're not going to go out and be able to perform. So your mental is just as important. And when you gain confidence, I don't care how talented you are or not talented you are. When you play with confidence, you're probably putting yourself in more position to be successful. Not to take it a little bit off topic, but that's what you're seeing in college football with Colorado. Coach Prime is putting confidence in those boys. Yes, he's gotten better, a little bit better talent, but it's confidence. If you were able to witness Deion Sanders when he played, you saw he exuded confidence. And a lot of guys wanted to be around him because that rubs off. And that's just the bottom line. And that comes from players, but that also comes from your coaches. Your coaches are the ones that help you get your confidence. That's why you go through training camp. The one thing, Mac, Miz, a coach will do. Yes, we will strip you down mentally because we want to build you back up and we want to make you that much stronger because you're going to see you were broken down, but now you're even stronger. You're even better than what you were before. And that's what's happening with Daniel Jones. Prior to that, he was broken down. He didn't have good coaching. Dave, Kafka, coaching staff has come in and they slowly but surely built up his confidence. And just like Max said, he's a leader now. And that you can only get that way through confidence.
Absolutely, well said, Coach. And we are going to get into Daniel Jones. We're going to discuss a lot of that. I do have a couple of questions for Miz too, being that this is the first time probably talking to him in a while. So, I know we have a lot of
Z,
people
just
here, and
I'm sorry, Z. Just give me 1 second. I'm trying to get us a special
oh,
guest on here right
you good?
now.
Work your magic, get your
I'm
connections. You're
trying
like
to
Ian
get
Rappaport.
I'm trying to get Daniel McCartan, Mac Ed.
Do you
Maybe you guys
work
know her from WFAN.
work your magic? You're our Ian Rappaport.
We could
What's
get
up?
her on.
Awesomeness
She's
Sports.
really
We see you
big.
here. Get you in here.
She hosts WFAN in New York. She does the Sunday afternoons, some of the nights,
Mm.
and she's a big football girl. So actually, she just tweeted me, so I'm trying to get her on the show. It's not a
Yeah.
guarantee. Give me 1 minute. Go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. What I was actually gonna do is finish it, breaking down the schedule, and I love this open discussion that we are having. So I do want to get into that. So I got 3-1 going in to see the Dolphins. I actually got my notes, wrote it down. Everybody's like, "Oh, we're gonna lose against the Dolphins because it's hot." Oh, okay. I got 4-1 against the Dolphins. And then I got us losing against the Buffalo Bills. That's going to be a test. So the Buffalo Bills and San Francisco 49ers, those are the two teams I have us losing against right now. We go 5-2 going to see Washington, and then we lose against the Jets. So now that is 5-3, flying across the country to go to Las Vegas to go handle business against the Raiders. We handle business against the Raiders. Now we're 6-3. I gave us week 1. I'm not going to give us week 10. I'm sorry, I should know this. I'm not going to give us week 10. I'm not going to give us week 11. Yes, we lose to Cowboys. We lose to Washington. Washington's defense shows up. Okay, now we're looking at 7-5 going in to see the Pats. We win against the Pats. Week 13 is a bye week. My favorite number. Absolutely love it. We handle Jordan Love and that defense. We handle that Saints and their front seven. We lose against the Eagles. Okay, so now we're 9-6. Okay. We go against the Rams, that's 10-6, and we handle business against the Eagles week 18. That puts us at 11-6. Shout out to G Nation Inside Sports. Y'all go make sure you go check out his merch shop. You go buy that 11-6 t-shirt. This is my thought process on this before I open it back up to you guys. I have a splitting with the whole division. 1-1 with Dallas, 1-1 with Eagles, 1-1 with Washington. I have this written down right here. I'm not just saying this because Awesomeness has joined and she's a Commanders fan. I have really believed that Washington has a good defense this year, and can Sam really carry that offense with their rippings? Robinson's ain't no joke, okay? We all know who their receivers are, some studs. It comes down to the quarterback because Ron Rivera is a heck of a head coach, okay? So I think the Commanders is probably due for about 8 wins, and we have to division games, records don't even count, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to pass the mic back over to you guys. Miz looks like he's done being Ian Rappaport, and he's ready to answer some questions. So that being said, Miz, I'll let you go first and then pass it to Mike. Mac, sorry, why did I say Mike? That's my manager's name. Pass it to Mac. Do you think I'm crazy to have a split in at Washington? 3-3 with all winning the game against the Eagles, winning the game against Dallas? When have you ever won against Dallas in the last couple of years? Is that crazy?
No, I agree. I actually agree with you. I think saying also this week when I was talking to some guys, I see 3-3. Look, man, I'm not gonna lie. Beating the Eagles one time is gonna be a really, really tough chore. It's gonna take an A+ football game all around. I think the Eagles are real good, but I also think for a team to do what they did last year and do that 2 years in a row, and let's be honest, they were relatively healthy the entire year. So you're asking a lot in the NFL to get that 2 straight years and get back to where you were. And I think it's going to be a harder time for them to get back to where they were. But that wasn't the question. I think we go 3-3 in the division, and I have us for. Man, I have us for like a 9. Last year I predicted a tie. Yeah, I'm stupid enough, the only person in the world who predicted a tie, and it actually happened. Call it luck, whatever. But I could see the Giants being around the same scenario this year, 9 to 10 wins. I want to be optimistic and go 10-7. I believe that's the landing spot for the Giants. I believe their O-line's better. I believe their D-line is much better. I believe we have an improved team, obviously talented, talent-wise. You got some weapons. It'll take time for Jones and the weapons to come along. But I do think the Giants can win 10 games. It is a harder schedule, but, you got to play the games regardless, so it doesn't matter. And that Miami game that you were talking about, Zion, I think that's a tough spot for the Giants. I was looking at the first 6 games.
That
I had
is.
the Giants 3-3. I'm trying to be as realistic as I can, take my fanhood out of it. I see us 3-3. But I've been saying this. I've only made one video so far, but I pretty much said what I had to say in it. Week 1, the New York Giants have a chance to set the tone for the season. This Cowboy team has owned our ass for 5 goddamn years. I don't care what anyone says. And if the Giants want to be taken as a serious team in this league and be where we think they can be, they got to win that first game at home against Dallas. You can't expect to go to Dallas midseason and beat them, so you better win that first game. And that will tell you if this team is about to be very different.
Absolutely, and I wanted to say this. I want it to be an open discussion too. I know I said pass it to Mac, but please, again, guys, this is an open discussion. So whoever
Where's
wants to
Logan?
take the Mac, he said he's eating. Whoever wants to take the mic can totally go take the mic and just carry on. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be about the 3-3. It could just be this is the state of the Giants. Me and Miz usually do one every year, but we didn't do one last year. But this is basically the state of the team, and we have awesomeness in the house too. If you want to chime in on the state of your team and what you think is going to go on with them, you can do that as well. So anybody, please have the mic and take over.
Well, I do.
I do appreciate it. Thank you. What's up, y'all? How you been? Happy
Absolutely
Monday.
good. Happy Labor Day to you too. Let's get it.
Yeah. Look, a lot of people are sleeping on our team, and I get it. Then you have, the cow bums fans, and then you have the grasshopper fans talking about we might be third and fourth during this season. They think that they might be first and second. You don't know that because look, anything can just switch up and change. You don't know that. Y'all might be first place during this season. We might be second. And between that, the Cowbums might be third. And the Grasshoppers might be fourth. You don't know that. A lot of people think that, Washington, they're going to suck during this year because of Sam Howell. You don't know that. You don't freaking know that. Do you know how many times I had to hear about Dak Prescott? Do you know how many years that I got to hear about this man every freaking year? Talking about, he's better than Washington. Okay, fine. Congratulations. You have beaten us multiple goddamn times. What's up? Thank you. Appreciate you. Like, you know how crazy that shit is, man? Like, for real. And then you have the Grasshopper fans talking about, we're going back to the Super Bowl during this year. No, you're not. I get so mad and frustrated at that. I'm not even going to lie to you. But like I said, they're not going to be first place. You don't know that. Second place, Cowboys won't be even second. Hell no. That's not going to help. You don't know that. It is what it is. They can say that they might be first and try to win the NFCs. Cowboys, yeah, they've beaten us multiple good times. Congratulations. But with Dak Prescott holding y'all the motherfucking back, sorry for cussing, holding y'all motherfucking back, that's been a problem. And then you just trade for Trey Lance. Like, how are you going to spend all that money on Dak Prescott? But didn't even think about that shit. Come on, man.
Yeah, in that defense, I mean, like they got Trey Lance for a fourth round, and that they're still probably gonna. That's just insurance because Dak Prescott's salary is so damn high. You know what I'm saying? And but I'll let you finish, and I think Mac was gonna say a few things.
Yeah, I do appreciate it. Thank you. But it's like, bro, why? Like, I get it. My team, I don't know. But I just, I did predict 14-3. Because in my mind, I was just saying that. Because I'm tired of goddamn Grasshopper fans talking about how, they're going to be first place again. And they're going to go back-to-back championship. I'm like, no, you're wrong. You lost 3 Super Bowls at that time.
Yeah, they're just, you know what it is? They're just super excited because they're not used to the feeling. You see all those banners behind us? We used to the feeling, we had a 10-year drought, but we a 5-star organization that's been stopping teams with like Joe Montana from getting it every year. That's always been in the playoffs. That's always been, look at that, that's 4 championships, right? So these Grasshopper fans are not used to that. So that's why they're all excited, and they should be. They should be, because I'll be hating if I tell you that the Eagles is not one of the best teams in football. If I'll be hating if I didn't tell you it goes Chiefs, Bengals, 49ers, Eagles, Jets. That's how I rank it. But at the end of the day, that's why they're all excited. It's because I'm not used to. When you're used to winning, you don't get excited when you win. We're getting excited when we win now because all these younger fans ain't used to winning. I became a Giants fan when I seen Toomer catch a ball on I forget what. I was a Michael Vick fan growing up, and a lot of people know this, but for you who don't, he went to jail. Turned on my TV, all I seen is Eli Toomer touchdown against Bears. Became a fan right there, looked at my wall. I see my New York Giants hat. I used to collect it like baseball hats. Didn't know who the team was, just like the look of it. Guess what? Put that hat on. I said, I'll ride with this team. Toomer touchdown Bears. That year, we beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl, undefeated. The rest is history, right? So
hello, my chat. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Hello, my
What's
chat.
up, bro? What's up, bro? That being said, like, I seen the glory years, and even before that, like, that's nothing. That's nothing because Coach, Mac, Miz, they got to see one of the best of all time play in LT. Then they go back to Phil Simms and one of the best coaches of all time, Bill Parcells. That's before my time. You know what I'm saying? So we used to the winning. So these Grasshopper fans, let them be excited. Let them be happy, and they deservingly so, because they finally got a winning team, a culture team. 1 in 99. Let me repeat that. 1 in 99.
I mean, they got reason to be excited, just like you said. They got one of the best teams in football, one of the best constructed rosters. I mean, top to bottom, there's no denying how good the Eagles are. You can't just sit here with a straight face and act like they're not. They're a good football team. I mean, until somebody else in this division proves otherwise, they're the best team in this division. Until the Cowboys, Giants, or the Commanders prove otherwise. But at the end of the day, I know we're here to talk about the New York Giants, and that's what I'm about to talk about, some New York football Giants. Like, I agree with exactly what Miz was saying earlier with the schedule breakdown. Them first 6 games, I got us 3-3 as well, Miz, in the first 6. I mean, it's a tough 6 to start off with. I mean, but at the end of the day, I do got us at 3-3, and then I feel like I got us going on, turning the season around a little bit, and turning up a little bit. I was on a stream with AK earlier. Y'all seen that earlier. And he was saying he thinks he's only going to win like 5 or 6 games. Well, I got us winning like 5 games by week 8. By end of week 8, I feel like I got us at 5 wins already by then. Because I'm not convinced that the Jets are gonna whoop up on us. You can't convince me of that just because they got Aaron Rodgers. That doesn't tell me that we're going to lose to the Jets. Automatically mean we're going to lose to the Jets. I don't feel like we're just all these teams on our schedule. We got a shot against all of these guys, man. Because like you guys said, like we've been preaching, the coaching absolutely matters. We're going to be prepared. We're always going to be ready, and everybody's going to get the New York Giants' best shot. We're starting with those young guys in the secondary, man. But by mid-season, those guys should be they should be warmed up, tuned up, and ready to go, man. I guess like I was saying, I said it with a straight face because I meant it. I think the New York Giants will have one of the best secondaries in the league in the next couple of years, man. Like I think Joe Shane has masterfully put some nice pieces back there, and we got some really good young guys that, like I was saying earlier on stream, might not be household names yet, but people gonna know. People
Trey
are gonna
Hawkins
end
about
up
to be a
finding out.
household name.
Yes.
They gonna know. Like I said, the drafting Joe Shane has done is impeccable, man. We're getting a 6th-rounder to come in here, a 6th-round pick to come in here and win a starting job, a 6th-round pick out of Old Dominion. That's not a fluke. That's not by accident, man. This guy, this staff knows what they're doing, man. And like I said, it's competent and they're doing things the right way and they're making things happen. So I think people are right now sleeping on the Giants because we don't have necessarily the names you know. But that's just for now. You're gonna know them once this season gets started. You're gonna start knowing who these New York Giants are. That's just real.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, because for me right now, the New York Giants have the biggest competition right now because I know for a fact because they have improved about the defense. And for this moment, I guarantee that the schedule is gonna be not gonna be easy, but I can guarantee that the New York Giants could sweep the Dallas Cowboys twice, also can sweep the Commanders twice, and sorry, not sorry, awesomeness, but also they got the sweep against the Philadelphia Eagles. I mean, if it comes to the competition and about the conference, I would love to see between the battle between
I
New
I
York.
love that. I love that take real fast, Ralph. When I hand the mic back to you in a second. I'm not trying to do the Kanye West and Taylor Swift, but I wanted to keep it as realistic possible. And I love that whole sweep. Anything can happen. Don't get me wrong, anything can happen.
Yeah,
But let's just try like keep it more realistic because like you gotta kind of respect. Like I know I'm out here talking unrealistic, and I'm not trying to sound like a hypocrite because Awesomeness just said the same thing. But we gotta respect the Dallas Cowboys. We gotta respect the Philadelphia Eagles because in the sense of we're not here to give false hope to these young Giants fans that's under 11 years old that may be watching this. That's why I'm correcting you. And then I want Coach and Logan, if you guys don't mind, taking on this question right after Raphael's done. Go right ahead, Raphael. Didn't mean to interrupt you.
yeah, I know for a fact because I know the defense. It all became for because right now the New York Giants had the biggest competition against the Philadelphia Eagles, but I guarantee that over the last 2 seasons under the new regime of Joe Schoen and of course Brian DeBall, I mean the defense has been involved for like everything could happen like this one. And I guarantee that the defense, the offense of the New York Giants could make it to another level. And I know for a fact because right now I'm not even on camera because right now I'm doing for to celebrate my Labor Day. Also, I'm doing for my wrestling show. But I guarantee that the New York Giants could really shock the entire world at the NFL. I mean, and when it comes to the conference or the NFL, I mean, this could have happened like this one. I mean, thinking about it, the New York Giants could be like the number one spot at that conference, and the Eagles in the second one. So the last positions is gonna be the Cowboys and the Commanders. I mean, it's gonna be like a lot of competition, but if it comes to defense, the coaching, and of course the power players, including the wide receiver and the quarterback, which is the most important. And I guarantee that this is gonna be like really excited because I know for a fact because I gotta tell you, Giants defense, do not sleep in them. Do not sleep in the defense of the Giants because they're gonna shock the entire world. And I know for
So
a fact
many
because
are. So
yep.
many people are sleeping on the defense.
And I just yeah, and I just wanted to say one more thing before I leave right now. You gotta call it right now, but you just call me crazy. I smell New York Giants versus Philadelphia Eagles for the conference championship. And the winner's gonna be the Giants. It's not gonna be easy, folks. It's not gonna be easy. But I guarantee if they had the defense 100% healthy, if they got Jalen had as one of the most powerful wide receivers between the speed, I guarantee this is gonna be like they're gonna win for the championship against the Eagles for the conference.
Ralph, if that happens, Ralphie, I'll send you any jersey you want. Any jersey you want if that happens.
Absolutely. Let's all go suck to
Okay.
Raphael with that great speaking it into existence, manifesting the win against Philadelphia. Let's go.
All right. So I just wanted to tell you and salute to everybody else in the chat in the panel. Cyan, Miss, Mike the Giants fan. Also, Coach, salute to you. Awesomeness. And Logan, no time to see them. So salute to you, Logan.
Yes,
So
sir.
have a good one, folks. El Capitán Rafuchos no es el Rafael Chacin, and I will see you there next time. And of course, I guarantee you, do not sleep on Giants defense, and they're gonna shock the entire world. So salute to everybody else. Have a good one, folks.
Have a good one,
Absolutely a
Ralph.
pleasure having you on, Ralph. Ralph, please,
If that
guys, let's
happens,
talk about
if that
Ken.
happens, I'm not joking. It's my word. I will send that man whatever jersey he wants, whatever throwback, anything, whatever. I will send him whatever jersey he wants. If that happens.
Absolutely. Well, let's get into our Daniel Jones talk, shall we? And let's have Coach begin, and then he'll hand it to Logan. And Logan, it's not like after you're done, whoever wants to take it, Ms. Mac, if you guys want to talk on the conversation will flow, basically. So
Yeah.
that being said, go right ahead, Coach. What do you feel
Okay.
about Daniel Jones this
Daniel
season?
Jones having a good season. Yes. And I'll put it like this. He's going to pass between 4 and 4,200 yards, roughly about 27 touchdowns, interceptions probably about 7 to 9. He's also going to rush for roughly about another 400 yards. It's not going to be 700 like it was last year, but that's because of the weapons that he has and the bigger diversity within the offense and the scheme in itself. So he's not going to be needed per se like he was last year. He's going to use his legs when necessary, but more to extend plays and get the ball downfield. So, but that's what I think in terms of his season. So yes, I think he's going to have a good season.
Yeah, when it comes to Daniel Jones, for the most part, you guys know I've been hard on him, but I've also been realistic. For his entire career, when he does something stupid, I'm going to say he did something stupid. But when he's failing because the team around him is failing, I'm going to call that out as well. But when it comes to Daniel Jones having a good season this year, yeah, I agree with Ed. I fully 100% agree. He's never had a legitimate number one target besides Saquon, who he is a receiving threat, but he's not a tight end or a receiver. But now that we got Darren Waller, Jalen Hyatt, hopefully Paris Campbell can develop into a legitimate number two. Isaiah Hodgins was good last year as well. I think Daniel Jones could go anywhere from 3,900 to 4,200 yards, and I expect a 30-plus touchdown season out of him.
Yeah,
Absolutely
I
love
agree. I agree. I did have him right about that 4,000 mark. You know, Daniel Jones, and I had him at about 20. I think I had him about 25 touchdowns. I believe I had him at 25 touchdown passes, and I was like you, Coach. Think the rushing is going to come way down, and I had him about in between that 400 or 500 mark as well with the rushing yards. And I think now he's going to have a tremendous season. I think he's going to be able to utilize these weapons. I think whatever it's like pick your poison. Who are you going to try to stop? Jalen? You're going to try to stop Jalen Hyatt's speed over the top. You're going to try to stop Darren Waller and controlling the middle of the field. Pick your poison, and Daniel Jones is going to make that work. And that's the one thing that's kind of good about not having that number one diva guy is you can just spread the ball around. You're open, you get the ball. Point blank and period. Nobody here's a superstar. We're all just pretty much all regular guys. We just all and the numbers are going to reflect that. We're not going to have a 1,000-yard receiver on this team, most likely. We're going to have a bunch of guys, a couple guys with like in that 700-800 range. Have a couple more guys, that 500-600 range. That's how it's going to be. The ball's going to be spread around, and it's just going to. That's kind of the one thing that could work in the Giants' favor is not having that one guy that you feel that you got to kind of force the ball to. I know Darren Waller's a big-time playmaker, but he's going to get his regardless, because that's just the kind of player he is. He's a mismatch nightmare anyway. So I think this is going to be a beautiful thing. Watch out for Daniel Bellinger, like I said, in that red zone, too. Watch out for Daniel Bellinger in that red zone. He is going to be dangerous. He's going to do some dirty work down there. But, yeah. I like Daniel Jones is going to do this year.
What's your thoughts on DJ Miz?
Is he muted?
I think you're muted, bro.
Can he hear you?
Yeah. Miz.
Okay.
No mic?
The mic ain't working.
There you go.
He's not muted.
You said something. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
And then now he went away. See
Can't
if
hear
you
you
can.
again.
And try
No,
again.
there you go. It was good. Talk.
Just heard you say try again.
It's when you
He
touch the
must,
cable it works.
yeah.
I
When he
think.
touches
Yeah,
it and then
when
he
you touch the
releases
cable.
it's the connection.
It's the connection with the cable. When you touch it, it works, and then like try unplug it and then plug it back in. Hopefully that would work.
Yup.
There you go. We can hear you now.
hear me?
Yep. And now you're gone.
Depression.
Well, he has. While he tries to fix that, see if you can call your homie downstairs to come up again, and there you go. You got it. Well, he tries to fix that, guys. I absolutely agree with these guys. He finally has the ribbons to do his thing. I mean, like my problem with Daniel Jones has always been like I'm tired of these Giants fans like making all these excuses for him. And to be honest, it's not really excuses when you don't have an O-line, you don't have receivers, you don't have a head coach that can actually coach. If you really think about it, I mean, like this guy came in, Red Pat, probably the best out of the bunch in that cluster F times. You know what I'm saying? And then he goes and he does pretty good. And then Ben McAdoo takes over, and Coach Joe Judge. It's hard to learn a system once. Trevor Lawrence said that. Okay,
Hello?
it's a whole different language. This guy had to do it 3 times, and we just expect this guy to improve. You just expect this guy to get better over time. Like I hear a lot of Giants fans says, "Oh, I don't see improvement." Okay, so if you go to work every day and they don't give you the tools to do your job, and every year a bigger fish is buying out the little fish, so then everything changes. Then new management come in and they want everything done that way. So everything you just learned one year goes tossed out of the window. Okay, guess what? Then a big Fortune 500 company comes in again and buys out your company the next year, and it happens 3 times. People, I understand you want improvement. You want to see improvement. This is like, what have you done for me lately? But the last time I checked, let me just share my screen real fast. And this is someone that had the same system multiple years, okay? Didn't he just throw 10 and 12? Josh Allen, didn't he just go 20 and 19? Where's the 1,000? This is someone with the same system, guys. So we all glorifying Josh Allen like he's the next coming of Messiah. Bruh, he ain't Patrick Mahomes. Let's be realistic, guys. Look at these numbers. Yeah, they're great, and numbers can lie. I'm not trying to diss on Josh Allen. Look, these are amazing. Josh Allen is definitely a top 5 quarterback. But let's be honest, guys, it starts, with learning and developing. That's why back in the day, guys, it took time. Go look at Drew Brees' numbers in San Diego. Go look at John Elway's first half of his career. Go look at Peyton Manning. Didn't he throw like 27 interceptions? What if he Josh Allen, Peyton Manning? What if he not Josh Allen? What if he Josh Rosen? What if he Josh Rosen, Peyton Manning? Yeah, Josh Rosen. Everybody's like, oh, he's trash. He's trash. Yeah, we could never know. We would never know. He didn't have an O-line. Who did he have? He had Hopkins. He didn't. Same thing's about to happen to Kyler Murray. Same thing's about to happen with Kyler Murray when Caleb comes out. Same damn thing, right? So the long story short is, let's be patient, guys, because I'm trying to build dynasties. I'm not trying to win one and done. You know what I'm saying? Let's be patient. And guess what, guys? If Daniel Jones is not the guy, then we have the pieces and the organization's culture in mind to draft. And guess what? I think he is the guy, but that is still to be determined, and we'll see after the season. And didn't he just restructure his contract today?
Yeah.
To help us out? Ain't there like a team out there that might be tanking for Caleb in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? Rumorvilles? Let's have some rumorvilles.
Arizona's already tanking, Z. Arizona started tanking 2 weeks ago.
You know what I'm saying? So what if Mike Evans become available? Hey, guess what? We have the money to pay him now. Work some stuff around. We have a musician. We have a damn warlock in Joe Shane just happily giving out 7th round picks to Isaiah Simmons. Like, hey, come on down. You know what I'm saying? So anything could happen, guys. And I love Raphael's prediction. I'm not gonna say we're gonna get there. That is my dark horse pick. But that being said, man, let's be patient for us. And actually, when we are patient, But like these young Giants fans that don't see, like, they just want to attack. This ain't the UFC. It's not one-on-one. This ain't boxing. It's 11 and 11. And if one piece ain't doing it, It milks messy, guys. That's all I'm trying to say. Let's get it back to you guys. I don't want to take over.
I was gonna say that the Giants organization has historically shown a lot of patience, especially with quarterbacks. And guess what? They reap the benefits of it. And I think that and there's a few organizations in the league that still do that. Not many. Giants, Pittsburgh, a couple, maybe Green Bay. So the thing is this. Uh, if you listen to the media, you'll never win. Okay, like the other team across town, and okay, and then with the Giants, like Daniel Jones has grown each year. You would throw the first 2 or 3 years out the window because it was a disaster. The owner said it, and he could put most of the blame on himself. They had no O line, they had no weapons. They have a new coach every other month. They don't have a system. It was a disaster. So I can't blame the guy. But you know what Daniel Jones shows you? He was able to keep his mouth shut, never complain, never go to the media, never tweet any shit on Twitter. He fought through it. He stayed through it. And last year you saw a major step. And now, honestly, it's only been camp and preseason, a little bit of preseason. But I think we all see an accuracy in his throw that we haven't seen in the past. Like it's really come to. I think you're going to see his accuracy come to another level this year. He's got some weapons now. He's got 2 tight ends, which is huge. To have 2 tight ends, nobody talks about it. And I believe Daniel Jones is going to have a really good year. I'm not a numbers guy. I'm not a fantasy guy. I don't know if he's going to have 4,000 yards or not. We do play in one of the windiest places in the country, but I look for wins. And last year, he won a playoff game on the road. And people who don't want to give him any cookies, they're going to tell you, oh, he did it against the worst D in the league. Well, you know what? Screw that shit. The Vikings won 13 or was it 14 games? You don't win 14 games in this league by luck. I got news for you. And he did it in the playoffs on the road. And he should have beat them twice in 1 month. So I like his poise. I like the confidence that you're seeing in his eyes and his body language. Body language will tell you everything. And he looks like he is the full-blown leader of the offense now, along with Barkley. And I just love his demeanor. Coach Ed knows what I'm talking about. The older guys, all you guys know. You see a swaggering Jones right now. We have never seen him before. He's got a real O-line, and he's got pieces, and he's got stability, something he's never had, stability with the coaching. I think Jones is going to be here a long time. They made a great deal. Joe Shane has proven himself to be a very smart GM. He gave him 2 years guaranteed, not 4 or 5. Show me, and then we'll give you more, and you'll be around. I think Jones is going to be here for a long time. In many ways, I'll be honest with you. In many ways, Jones reminds me of Eli and Phil Simms. They're all like the same type of body personality, and they're perfect for New York City. And I love that Aaron Rodgers has come to New York and taken up all the hype and the media and the spotlight so that Jones and the Giants can fly right under the radar, where we love to be, where we've won championships before, where nobody sees us like a snake in a forest that come up and bite somebody come January. You hear me, Bobby? We're going to fucking bite you.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff.
I absolutely love this comment, though. Bobby, let's go. Absolutely. Good stuff. Good stuff. Coach, you want to add on that? I'm going to ask you guys about another player.
I think Miz hit it on the hit it on
Exactly.
point. I mean,
Yeah.
even the comparison to DJ with Eli and Phil Simms. I mean, Phil Simms is one of the main reasons why I became a New York Giants fan in 1979. I grew up. My dad's a Steelers fan, so I grew up sitting and watching the Steelers of the '70s. And then my dad took me to see the Steelers and the Giants in the old Meadowlands in New Jersey, and I saw Phil Simms, and I said, "Oh, New Jersey has an NFL team." And through the course of that time, I've sat and I've listened to fans. Some fans wanted to get rid of Phil Simms. Most loved his grittiness, his hard work, his determination. Same thing with Eli. The only thing Daniel Jones has over those two guys is athleticism. Other than that, he's going through the same thing that they went through. The criticism about his play, the mistakes, but eventually, what happens? They develop. The same thing is happening with Daniel Jones. He's developing into the leader. He has the coaching behind him to help him see the field and put him in the positions that he can go out and take advantage of his skill set and help this team win. So, like I said, Miz did a phenomenal job hitting those points. So, and I just wanted to touch on that. And go ahead now.
Oh, absolutely. That's wonderful.
Yo, Z, can I just say one more thing I didn't get to
Please.
say, man? Then you guys, I know Mac and Logan.
I want this. I'd rather this be an open conversation than a talk show.
I don't want to take too much
If
time.
it goes dead, I'm just gonna ask you guys questions. But keep on talking,
I know
please.
Washington fan wants to talk too in one moment, but yo, don't think for a second, even though he doesn't show it and he plays that brilliant, smart. Jones knows how to answer the media without giving them answers. I love that. Don't think for a second that Daniel Jones doesn't know how many fucking people hated him, how many people have put him down, how many of our own fans have shitted on him. Believe me, he hears it all.
Daniel? Super Saiyan Daniel? No, I'm just joking. That being said, though, absolutely. I mean, like Deion Sanders didn't forget. If you guys didn't watch that video, make sure you go to Max Channel, get him to 500. You go watch that video. Even if you guys already watched it here, absolutely, man. We keep receipts around these ports. You know what I'm saying? And I don't care about being wrong. I don't care about being right. I just want my team to win, man.
Yo, and speaking of a receipt, Zion, I got one more receipt. Week 8. Don't fucking think that the Giants defense doesn't know what Rodgers pulled the other day last week, okay? That shit's going to come back to eat him up.
Oh, come on. I wasn't even that mad about that. I was watching Horde Knocks and laughing at Ward.
But there's
you know what Ward said
defensive
back?
players that are
Ward,
mad about
are we talking about Horde Knocks? You know what Ward said back? Ward said back, I don't know who you were. Like, boo, that's Aaron Rodgers. I'm a Giants fan, guys, but I'm above the show. And it was just funny. I like Ward. I'm not trying to be like, wow, you sided with Aaron Rodgers. No. I was watching Horde Knocks, and Ward clearly bumped him, and Aaron Rodgers got mad, and soberly so. These quarterbacks,
he bumped him for a reason, bro. He bumped him because Cobb took a cheap shot at someone, so he bumped him for a reason, man.
Yeah. Fair enough. I love that because that is going to be awesome. October 29th. Make sure you guys go check out Big Blue Block Party that we're going to be all going down. I wish Lou was here to promote that, guys. That's going to be catering. But that being said, we're all probably going to be there. I'm going to try to fly up to go across country to see the fam. Absolutely. That being said, I did want to ask you guys something else about a player that I have high hopes for. And that is Mr. Jalen Hyatt. I really feel that this guy, I'm not going to say he's going to come out there and break Odell's records year one, but I do feel that this guy is going to be a number one receiver for us and can be kind of like a Tyreek Hill for us. What's your guys' thoughts on that? Am I crazy?
Not at all. Not at all. I mean, look, the kid's electric, man. The tape is electric. You know what he can do. You know about the speed, but he also has the hands. The route running is already improved since he's come in. That was the biggest knock on him in the draft process. Look, he was an absolute steal, in my opinion, in round 3, man. Like I said, being out there in KC that night, when they made that announcement that he traded up and then grabbed Jalen Hyatt. Oh my goodness gracious, that place went crazy. It went absolutely crazy, man. I think Jalen Hyatt does have an opportunity to emerge as the number one receiver. And like I said, everybody has every opportunity right now because we don't have one legitimate guy right now. But at the end of the day, I think this kid's going to make some serious noise, man. And I think he's going to be a big play threat at the very least. He's going to be taking the top off of defenses, and he's giving this New York Giant offense something it hasn't had in a long, long time.
Absolutely. I mean, I want to hear your thoughts, Logan. You're awfully quiet.
What's up, Logan?
You still here? If not, I mean, I agree, Mac. I really think that he is going to be our leading receiver, and I get it. We have Waller. I think the offense should go through Waller, should go through Barkley. But I see this guy. I mean, boom, 67-yard touchdown, one pass him. I did love what he did against Sauce. I get it. The Jets wasn't too happy about that, doing all that fancy stuff against preseason. But guess what? The kids has to test himself out, has to see how it is going against a true number one cornerback. That is Sauce Gardner. So I absolutely love that. I absolutely love watching him in the preseason, and I truly feel that with Slayton being like the one with the most chemistry at Daniel Jones, Slayton's gonna take on that. I mean, like he's our slot, but he's gonna take on that third down kind of role, like what we use Sterling Shepard as. And I see Hyatt taking on that. Let's streak them. Paris Campbell streak them, spread them out. And you guys can't stack the box because you guys have to worry about them. So now Saquon's gonna have fucking time. Have time to see holes better. You know what I'm saying? And it's Darren Waller. We're talking Bellinger. I mean, like I'm just so happy, and I just think adding to keep it on Hyatt, which we were talking about. I just think he adds this another. He opens like I'm excited for him, but I'm just excited for Barkley and Waller and these other players that Hyatt's gonna open for them. Because once he starts catching these boom, 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 bam, people are gonna have to start covering him, and they're gonna start came landing for him. Guess what? That's when everybody else. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, it's a team effort. So Barkley and Waller and Slayton and Isaiah Hodgins and everybody else is going to help out Hyatt. But that burner speed, that 24 miles an hour speed, that clock faster than Tyreek Hill, the fastest of any player at any camp speed. That's not lies. Maybe he had an off day on the combine because that guy runs faster than what he clocked at the combine. I'm just going to say that. Go right ahead. Anybody wants to take over? I have another question for you guys.
When it comes to Jalen Hyatt, what's going to happen initially? The first time or first couple of times he goes over the top and he makes a dynamic or scores, it's going to force teams to play some form of a too high type of a look. And whether they go into some type of a deuce read, a cover two read, or some type of a quarters look, that just opens up the offense because then you're going to have scene rides with Waller, Bellinger, or whoever's at the slot, Campbell, like you said about pushing Slayton over the top, which is also going to expose the flats, where then you can get sneak Barkley into the flats, or you can have crossers. So now it opens up the offense. Yes, teams are going to try and attack our offensive line, but once they gel and get comfortable, it's just going to make this offense that much more. It's going to make it more difficult to attack us, especially when our offensive line gels and they start to handle any type of fronts that teams present to us. And if they start trying to blitz, that means you're going to have to go one-on-one, which is exactly what we want to do. Because then when you do that, it's pick your poison. Again, we don't even have to always stretch the field vertically. We can attack you horizontally. Simple crossers when you have Hyatt trying to going across the field with a cornerback in some form of a trail technique. That's a deadly recipe because on the backside, if you have Campbell and Slayton and they run some type of a double post move or anything to clear, he's crossing and he has nothing but room on that other side. So now once he gets the ball, turns up the field, now he becomes a dangerous weapon. So, that's just my take on in terms of Hyatt, because it's not going to surprise me if teams take him away because then it opens up other players. And once those other players start eating, now you can come back to Hyatt and everyone's going to be able to contribute. What's up, Mitt?
Absolutely. What's up, Mitch? I was gonna salute you, but then you added "Fly Eagles Fly." So next time, separate that message, and I absolutely throw up that salute for you.
I believe
How do
it's
you think Banks is gonna do?
Mitch's
He's
birthday.
definitely.
Happy birthday.
Oh yeah, that's right. I did. It is absolutely Mitch's birthday.
Oh, yeah, happy birthday, bro.
To him on Twitter earlier, and it's
Okay.
also G Nation's birthday. So if you guys don't know, go reach out to G Nation. It's his birthday as well. So let's get it. Two of our great content creators' birthdays. Go so love to those guys. I love this question. How do you guys think Banks is gonna do? He's definitely gone thrown into the fire week 1 versus Dallas receivers. Not only him too. Also these Trey Hawkins. I don't know why I forgot his name there for a minute. Absolutely. What do you guys think about that? Whoever wants to take it.
In terms of Banks and Hawkins, to be honest with you, yes, they're going to get tested. But their level of physicality is one of the advantages. So, yes, the receivers are going to try and shake them, get them to open their hips, and then try to attack them vertically. but as long as they can at least funnel them, control them, get hands on them, push them towards the sideline, use the sideline as an extra defender, that helps us in the long term. That also helps the pass rush because, and then don't forget Wink with his exotic schemes and different looks. I mean, he'll even it'll show man, and the next thing you know, we're dropping into zone coverage. But now you have an overload on one side where the offensive line is not reading. They might have slid away from that. And next thing you know, Dak Prescott is getting pressure, putting the ball up in harm's way, and we're going to attack it and try and create a turnover. So, but the rookies, yes, they're going to be tested. Why wouldn't they get tested? You know, any smart coaching staff, not saying Dallas is a smart coaching staff, but I'm just saying any smart coaching staff knows to attack them right away to see what you have before you do anything else. So, and I'm not even expecting CeeDee Lamb to per se have a big game because as a coaching staff, I'm expecting Dallas to try and attack the rookies first. And that in a sense is just going to basically take CD out of the offense initially because they want to see what we have on the outside with the cornerback. So, you know, and Wink, if he's smart, just like I said, yes, you're going to use him in press situation, but you're going to drop him into zone coverages sometimes just to mess with the offense in terms of Dak Prescott and also Mike McCarthy with his play calling, since he's going to be calling the plays from here on out. So, go ahead, you guys. You got it.
Absolutely love that. Ms. Mac, do you guys want to take that question? If not, I have another question to ask you guys.
I mean, I just agree with everything what Coach said.
I think
I mean, they're going to be tested early and often. I mean, like you said, they're rookies. So, of course, that's exactly radar is going to be on those guys, man. But I think they're up for the task. I think this is a great test to come out the box week one. It's a good receiving group to had to go out there against. I mean, the addition of Brandon Cooks. Can't forget about that guy either in Dallas. And I got a couple other good young receivers as well. So I think this is a good test for these two young guys right out the gate and see what they really made of when the lights come on, man. In the prime time, all eyes is going to be on them. It's going to be the only football game going on at that time. So pretty much the whole world's going to be watching these guys, man. And I look forward to seeing it, man. I look forward to seeing what they got, man. I don't expect it to be great all in the beginning. Obviously, they're going to take their lumps a little bit, man. You got to be realistic about that. And they're going to be going up against some really good receivers to open this season up with. So, you know, it's going to be fun. But I think these guys will be up for the task. But I feel like by the time we get to mid-season, this is when you're going to really see the best of both of these two young cornerbacks.
Absolutely. Well said. Well said. Alrighty, let's start with Miz. I want to hear you guys breakout player. Now, it can be a player, obviously, I don't got to go into super defined definitions and repeat myself 3-4 times. You guys understand what breakout player means. Alrighty, your guys' breakout player of the year. Go right ahead, Miz. Of the Giants, that is.
I think Kayvon Thibodeau is going to have 10 sacks this year.
I love that. Kayvon, let's get it. Number 5. What about you, Mac?
I think Isaiah Hodgins is going to make some big plays, man, for this offense on the low. He's kind of almost like the forgotten receiver now. All of a sudden, again, a part out of this offensive group right now. Again,
I love that one. I have my eye on him as well. That's awesome. Logan, are you there? Alrighty, Logan, if you are here and you are trying to talk, your mic is muted. If not, we're gonna move on to Awesomeness. Since you're here, do you want to give your breakout for Washington, even though it's the state of the Giants?
Yeah, sure. Well, gonna be a good season. I'm praying, gonna be praying during this whole season. So good luck, to y'all. I'm not even gonna put no freaking, hate on y'all because you know what you did this last season, and that one draw made me so pissed.
Mm-hmm. Who's your breakout player for Washington?
Yeah, good luck to y'all. And wish you the best of luck. That's all I gotta say. But for the rest of you,
no breakout player. Come on, you have to have one. How about Chase Young?
Chase Young, I believe he will do better, but he has a stringer injury. So I don't think he's going to be playing for week 1.
Yeah, he's about to be out week 1.
Yeah, and then you have Terry McLaurin who has turf toe. I think it's just sprain. But at the same time, I'm praying. I'm hoping he does well. Like if he does come out for week 1, cool. If he doesn't, let him rest it off and come back on to week 2. That's all I
I
gotta
love that. I
say.
was great telling him, Miz. I was getting ready to tell him,
Mm-hmm.
Dory Jackson, baby.
Oh, go ahead, Mac.
And Dory,
Yeah.
go ahead and try to sneak your best wide receiver in the slot. It ain't gonna be so easy, bro. It ain't gonna be just Darnay Holmes in there waiting for him.
Mm-hmm.
Got a Dory in there, bro. Let's
Mm-hmm.
go.
Absolutely. What is yours? What is your breakout?
One little worry I have is Zion. One little worry about this game I have is.
Real fast before we get into that, let's get coaches breakout, and then we'll pass the mic back to you.
All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
You good?
No, that's all right. One of the going into the sexy fatties, y'all know me. I love the trenches. It's Leonard Williams. He seems to be a forgotten guy. People seem to think he's an aberration. They talk about his contract. He's in a contract year. So what happened the last time? So basically, and right now with the restructured DJ and not his contract, that's basically telling you they're saying, you gotta play for another contract with the New York Giants. Plus, with what he has behind him, I mean, look at our interior defensive line. We go 3 deep. So Leonard Williams is that guy that I think can have that breakout season. And when that and plus you have Dexter, where a lot more eyes are going to be on him. All right, and you want to put him. Hopefully, you put one-on-one. You put him one-on-one with a guard. I mean, I did that film breakdown of what he did to Glowinski. And I mean, literally, he just put him on skates with one hand, drove him back, and just tossed him to the side to get into the backfield. Leonard Williams is my guy who I'm thinking is going to have that breakout year.
I love that. Leonard Williams was coaches. We have Isaiah Hodgins was Max. We had number 5 in Kayvon's was Mrs. And what is your breakout player of the year, Logan? And then pass the mic back to Miz.
Does it have to be a player who's been on the Giants, or can it be a player that we've recently acquired?
It's the state of the Giants, Logan.
No, I'm saying a new player on.
If he's on the, if he wears the uniform,
Paris Campbell.
I like that. Okay.
I could see him in the slot going from anywhere for like 65 catches, 700 yards, and 11 touchdowns. I could see Campbell being that guy.
Ooh, I like that.
No, I agree with Logan. I think Campbell's gonna have a standout year.
Whitey Miz, you was gonna say something about the game? Yeah, you good. Go ahead. Just wanted to pop in to say that the Giants will win the division if Danny Dimes is that guy and Saquon Crits baby back. I'm not going to say that, and focuses on winning the Super Bowl. The Eagles do not have the same defense. That's true, and a lot of people's not mentioning this too. They did lose both offensive and defensive coordinator, but then at the same time, they did promote from within. But yeah, I like that. Let's get it.
Oh, what's up, Alex? You should pop up in
Alex?
Here. Oh, my only thing was this. I got a concern for this Sunday night's game. Is this, man? Okay, you probably arguably have the best pair of pass rushers in football between Lawrence and Parsons on each side. Okay, so anybody who doesn't think that's a worry, then I don't know what kind of football you're watching. Because Thomas is a beast, but here's the problem, Lawrence is going to cause a lot of problems in this game. Evan Neal is still growing, and I love Evan Neal. I still think he's going to be really good, but listen, man, Parsons and Lawrence is going to cause some issues in this game, and that's a little bit of a concern for me. So.
Yeah, that's why I have it 20-21. Something close because of the fact that I respect number 11. I respect Dallas. I know I talk a lot of crap about Dallas. I talk a lot of crap about the Eagles. But let me just say it again. If y'all don't know, I got the 49ers at 1. I got the Eagles at 2. I got the Giants at 3. And I got the Cowboys at 3. I got the Giants at 4. Beyond that, there's the Saints, there's the Vikings, there's the Lions, there's a lot of other teams. But as of right now, the Seahawks. But as of right now, I truly believe on paper, and we're about to prove it, that the Giants are the 4th best team. And I don't have us and Dallas Cowboys are like that. Like, we're not. Dallas is not clear. There's only 2 teams in my mind that should be clear. It's 49ers and the Eagles. Everybody else is looking up. Okay? And then the same for the AFC is the Bengals and the Chiefs. Everybody else is looking up. Okay, so that, and it should only just be the Chiefs, but the Bengals has proven to be a competitive every year. A lot of people have Joe Burrow winning the MVP. You know, a lot of people have the Bengals versus 49ers. A lot of people have that Super Bowl prediction. You know what I'm saying? So, but that being said, I mean, like, you know, I was just ranting. Anybody wants to take the mic? I forgot my
Uh-huh.
point I was trying to make. Yeah.
I just think like with the 49ers, we all know their roster's elite, but I have one major negative on that team, man. Who the hell is your quarterback? I mean, you can't just keep on
Mr.
having.
Irrelevant.
I
Brock
mean,
Purdy.
you have a revolving door of QBs. Now they're coming
See,
across the country this
absolutely.
week. The Niners are coming across this week. This week's the Steelers, right? And I already told people this early in the week. When you get my picks, I'm gonna make my picks every week like I do. I'll already
Mhm.
give you one pick. I like the Steelers to beat the 49ers Sunday, and I'll tell you why. Number one, Bosa hasn't even turned
I
into
agree.
okay. Number two, you're flying across the country to play Pittsburgh at 1 o'clock. Well, guess what? Niners body wise, that's 10 a.m. So, and again, no Bosa. So I think
Yep.
these are problems. I don't know. And I also think the Steelers, under the radar, are a really damn good team.
I absolutely love the Steelers this year myself. At first, I was all high because I was riding my rainbows and sunshines of Deshaun Watson and the Texans days. But then I came to the conclusion that he's on the Browns and they have a roster, they have a defense, they have a running game. But I just think that the Steelers are the better team right now. And that's based off what I've seen from the preseason and the two studs that they have at wide receiver, and their head coach is one of the best coaches in the game. So that being said, I did have to reverse my decision makings. But let's get it back on the Giants, guys. I'm sorry to get this off the Giants. That being said, guys, well, hour in, I think this is a good time to. I know we're going over this over and over again, and shout out to the Big Blue Crew. Shout out to everybody here. Make sure you guys go check out everybody's channels respectively. I'll put all the links in the chat at the end of this. In the description at the end of this if you're watching after the fact. But do a good job. Coach did a good job on putting it up above with awesomeness with Miz and everybody else. So make sure you guys go and you guys go. So up to everybody here. That being said, not to beat a dead horse, but we're gonna get predictions again. Okay, we're gonna get predictions for the Giants and the Cowboys on what you guys think on this channel. I know we did on a multitude of other channels, but as a crew, we're gonna do it again. So if you guys changed your mind, if you guys had any second thoughts, let's just get into the game. We'll cover more of the game now, and what you guys think we come out there and do against the Cowboys. Logan, why don't we start with you?
Yeah, I did a video with Lou talking about this, and I recapped it in my Week 1 predictions video. I got the Giants beating Dallas on a Graham Gano field goal, 31-28. And my bold prediction for this game is, I've been saying it all week, Dexter Lawrence, Kayvon Thibodeau, and Azeez Ojulari will combine for 7 total sacks on Dak Prescott.
Absolutely. I love that. So right there, guys, you got a little snippet. You guys want to hear that full reaction, you go to the LZG channel, and you guys get it on there. Anybody else wants to give a little fast prediction?
Yo, that's
again?
crazy, Logan. My score prediction was 32-28, Logan. Right there with you, bro.
Let's go.
Giants 30, Cowboys 21.
I love it. Miz?
All right. Yeah. No, I'm a little bit lower. I might be a little too low, but 24-21 Giants.
That's me. I'm down with that too. 24-21. Last walk-off field goal Giants. I'm with that.
I'm down with the win. I don't give a damn if it's 3-2, guys.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Facts though. 3-0, I'll take it. Absolutely. It's always hard watching sloppy football though. Alrighty, let's talk about Bobby. Bobby O. Let's get into Bobby O because a lot of people don't know who Bobby O is, I guess. And I'm not trying to disrespect anybody, but I mean, like, if y'all don't watch football, I mean, like, Bobby O was just getting multiple. I mean, like, I knew who this guy was before he came. I just want to put that out there, okay? Understand, I'm a fanatic. You know, I love to follow. I'm a fan of the Shield before I'm a fan of the team. I love to follow everything. I may not know how to break down schemes. That's why I have Coach here to do that for me. You know what I'm saying? Coach, go to his channel. He'll break it down for us. Coach is the man. Go check him out. But I'm just a fan of players. I'm a fan of watching it. I play a lot of fantasy, and the defense of the coach let me down, man. I thought there's going to be something for the past 2 years, and they didn't. So that being said, though, but we did get Bobby. We got Bobby from them. This guy has multitude. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of when we brought in Blake Martinez, man.
I was just about to say Bobby
You
Okereke is a
know,
better version of Blake Martinez. Pretty
exactly
much.
what I was gonna say. Thank you. So let's get into that. I'm gonna randomly select Mac. He was just defending Bobby today on that stream. Make sure you guys go check it out. It's on this network,
I was
Coast
gonna
Coast
say, I
Sports
think you
Network.
heard exactly how I felt
With our founder, AK. Yeah,
about Bobby O, man.
let's repeat it a
It's
bit and then pass
probably
it to
maybe the
Coach.
most slept on, the most slept on addition to the New York Giants this offseason. Having somebody as capable as him in the middle of your defense, the guy with the green dot on his helmet, somebody that knows what the hell he's doing, somebody that's gonna stick his nose in there and actually tackle the ball carrier. Because they ain't gonna be bouncing off of him like Tay Crowder
Unlike
and those
Jalen
other guys
Smith.
last year, man. Yeah, it ain't gonna be like that. That's not. Now we got a guy that can actually tackle the ball carrier, and he's also good in coverage too in those situations. So, like, look, man, this edition, people they have no idea what the impact it's gonna have on this New York Giant defense, man. It's gonna be big time. It's going to just help make it easier for everybody else to do their jobs. Just straight up like that. You got a guy that's going to make sure everybody's in the right spot, and he's going to do what he got to do as well. He's going to handle his business. This is classic old school New York Giant linebacker for me, man. This is back in the day. New York Giants had a history of linebackers, a legacy of linebackers, great linebackers, man. Bobby O, man, can hopefully can add to that legacy now, man. He's the guy. Like I told him that everybody's just forgetting about him, man. Like as if this edition wasn't key for the New York Giants. This is big time, man. And
Even
everybody's
before
gonna find
I'm
out
sorry,
when he go out there. No, I was gonna say
Go ahead,
everybody's
Logan.
gonna just find out. I was wrapping up. I was done. Go ahead, Logan.
No, just saying. Even before Bobby Okereke signed with the Giants, I always thought of him as a top 10 Mike linebacker in the league. I always thought he was a legitimate middle linebacker, and now that he's on the Giants in a bigger market, hopefully the rest
Let's
of the fans will see
go.
that.
That guy Isaiah Simmons too. I mean,
Yeah.
what?
All right.
Look,
Yeah. Go ahead, coach.
the key to Bobby O is the perfect fit because, to steal a little Dave Gettleman word, he has two beautiful hog mollies right in front of him to keep him clean. They're going to eat up the offensive line in front of him. And all he's going to do is flow and fill. And what do I mean by that? If the ball is flowing one way, he's going to follow. When a gap opens up, he's just going to fill it and get right after the ball carrier. Very simple. And he has that ability to be able to do that, especially when you keep him clean. Now, on the other side of it, he also gives you something in pass coverage where you're not sitting there worrying, you know what, is he going to get badly beat going down the field? He can ride the seam if he needs to. He can get into the flat and cover a running back if he needs to. So it's a good thing having a linebacker like that because he brings such versatility. And then adding in Isaiah Simmons, McFadden, the other linebackers that we have, you know what? Even if you want to bump him out to the will linebacker and have someone else play the Mike, he can still give you that ability to play a will linebacker, and that's what's great about his versatility. So, and finally, don't forget, you guys talked about you know, who he reminds you of. Didn't they both come from the same college? And that college is one of the elites in terms of academics. And that means that this man is extremely, extremely smart. So he knows studying film, what the other team is going to do, how to attack their offense, but also make sure his guys are in the proper position and he knows how to communicate it so this way everybody is on the same page. So he's the perfect linebacker for this defense. Go ahead, you guys got it.
Go ahead, Biz. Just get your thoughts
Yeah, no,
on
I
Bobby.
don't say nothing more about him than what everybody just said. But I think that because he understands the game, we have a real middle linebacker. I think Simmons is gonna have a big year because I think Wink's gonna take Simmons and basically just blitz his ass from everywhere. It's like having a free defender to go after the quarterback, and I think it's gonna prove to be one steal by Joe Shane. I
I
believe
know he's going to Joe
Arizona never
Shannon.
used this guy the right way. They had him in the secondary. I mean, you look at this guy, man. Even if he could play a little secondary, that's not where you're going to get impact from him. You're going to get the impact on the line of scrimmage. You'll see. This guy's going to come around the edges. And like I've told Pat and others I can't wait for this guy to line up alongside Phibbs on one side and just let them both come off the edge while Aziz comes off the other edge. Because, where you going? Because you still got monsters in the middle. And not only you got Leo and Dexter, but you got a rotation up there now with Alshon and Nacho. You got this whole and the kid Riley they drafted where they're gonna work in. I mean, man, how nice is it gonna be to have a fresh Leo and Dexter hopefully come December?
Absolutely, you said it perfectly, and to round it all up, I mean, like we'll probably end it in about 30 minutes. I know all you college fans can go watch that Clemson and Duke game because I know I'm gonna be watching it. But that being said, Duke kind of pretty good quarterback this year. I'm just gonna say that. That being said, this is the State of the Union, kind of like the State of the Giants, like the State of the Union, and I think the State of the Giants looks pretty good. I get it, it's all on paper. The last time 2 years ago, it was all on paper and we got handed. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think that it's the same thing because guess what? We have a proven coach of the year, and not a cluster F coach that is like don't know what he was doing. Let's not remind us of that. But that being said, man, I really think that this team is now, moving forward, gonna be a mainstay, and I was so happy that mainstay in the playoffs. And I'm not just saying it lightly. I really mean that because we play in the NFC. All the good quarterbacks are in the AFC. And we got some good quarterbacks in this conference. And if you really think about it, the best quarterbacks in the NFC is in this conference. In Jalen Hurts and Dak Prescott, right? Oh, we got Entertainer. What's up, Entertainer? Appreciate you being here, man. For real, that's love. For real. I don't even have to say it. Everybody knows what Entertainer is. Go check out Entertainer. Go check out Alex. They're always holding it down. Alex, holding it down, but thank you, man. I appreciate you stopping
Zion,
out.
There's a guy, we don't talk about special teams.
Who?
A lot of people don't talk
Go right
about
ahead. Take it over.
Because special teams obviously may not be the most fancy and it's kind of forgotten about, but special teams is huge, man, because when we've won Super Bowls, we've usually had a real good special teams. When the Patriots were winning their Super Bowls, their special teams was a monster. So there's a kid on I think it was one of the Giants beat reporters was talking about it. There's a kid named Jones. Maybe Coach Ed or Mac knows him. There's a kid named Jones that's going to make our special teams. He played running back up in Buffalo. He's supposed to be a special teams demon. Maybe you guys know about him. I know they were talking about it today. Paul D was the one talking about it. Paul D brought him up, and he said it's a big player on special teams for the Giants. I'm a little worried about the special teams. It hasn't looked that good, but it's only
Jawan Jones.
Yes,
Alex.
there he is.
Jones.
He comes from Buffalo. He's a Buffalo Bills guy, so it's one of their guys. He's supposed to be a special teams demon.
Okay, in terms of what position is he playing? Is he a return? Is he a gunner? Is he, coverage type of guy? I mean, when you say special...
You got to find out, Coach Ed. You got to find out. I don't know. I'm just giving you some info.
No. You're a coach to the topic. You're a coach I treat you like a coach. You in the brotherhood, man. Funny. Stop it.
I'll have Paulie D on my channel on Wednesday. Y'all go check out Big Blue in the Bronx's channel. Coach, if you don't mind linking it in the description, that'd be absolutely amazing.
I think he's a gunner, Coach, because I think where he would most be effective is on the kickoff team, right? Not returning, making the tackles. So I'm pretty sure they say he's one of the top in the league, and that's why they brought him in.
We definitely need, obviously we don't need that major help, but we needed some help after what we've seen in the preseason. It wasn't too crazy, but, we don't want our head coach getting that mad.
Special teams is still a little dicey.
No, that's true.
Special teams been a little dicey still, so I'll take all the help we can get there in that area.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Although we do got
a great returner a few years ago could be a gunner on personal protector. Our personal protector, says Alex.
I feel I'm very comfortable with our field goal kicker. He is one of the best in the league. So
Graham Gano, absolutely.
I mean, that's how Brightwell made the team. Brightwell didn't do a damn thing the whole offseason. He's been injured out the whole offseason. He still made the roster because that's how good he is on special teams. I mean, that's a part of the game as well.
And let's get into it because I love this conversation. This is the state of the Giants. We talked about the offense, talked about the defense, and now we're getting into special teams. And that's just great, guys, because that being said, I'm just super excited that we finally have a coach, a coacher, and we'll see, man. We'll see if we're gonna have our quarterback, right? And I'm excited for it. I'm excited for the season. Special teams does matter, absolutely. That's facts on that. Please go subscribe to Big Blue in the Bronx. You're gonna catch Pauly D on Wednesday on his channel. That being said, any last thoughts, guys? Any last thoughts that you want to get out? Obviously, you guys all have your respective channels, but any last thoughts you guys want to get out on maybe any game that you're excited for this season that you really want to see, or any player that you really want to watch?
I'm excited for a game on Sunday night.
Of course,
Extremely excited.
of course, the
Week
first
one.
game.
Dallas Cowboys. That's what I'm
Absolutely.
excited for. Let's go. I mean, you can't ask for a better start to the season. Is to get the Dallas Cowboys Sunday night football. Like I said, all eyes are going to be on the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. Ain't no other game to be watching. You're not going to be on the red zone trying to watch 10 games at the same time. You're going to be watching the Cowboys. You're going to be watching the Giants. And that's what I'm talking about. You can't ask for better because that's the kind of test this team needs. See where you stack up against the league's best. Right there from the door. You can't ask for better, man. I'm glad the league gave us that game week one. We need that. That's the kind of test the New York Giants need. And go out there and make a statement and get a W Sunday night football against them Dallas Cowboys.
Exactly.
Well said. Absolutely. That being said, guys, I appreciate you guys all for coming here. The chat's been popping the whole time. Appreciate you guys all for stopping by, man. From the very beginning, you guys been on point. You know what I'm saying? Holding it down. Big Bald Alza guy. We had Big Fridge in here. We had Raphael in here. We had Pat in here. You guys get it. The list goes on. For my first live about the Giants, man, it's been absolutely a pleasure. You guys been holding it down, and thank you guys all on stream with me to hold it down. I haven't came on this channel in a long time and talked about the Giants. I'm gonna be holding it down this whole season with the Big Blue Crew. Make sure you guys follow every one of those members, along with Awesomeness Sports, great content creator that she is, covers the ops. But at the end of the day, thank you for being here with us. We're gonna go around the table. You guys want to give any shout outs, any plugs, any upcoming shows you guys have? Go right ahead one time and let's get it. Plug your channels and go right ahead. You first, miss.
What's up? nah, I'm good.
Plug your channel. Where can these people find you? Don't pause, but you get the point.
You know where to find me. Sweet Mizrahi, the Miz. Miz in the midday. I'll do something this week. I haven't been doing a lot this summer, but yeah, I'll try to get one or two things out this week, especially my NFL picks. You know, I love doing that.
Absolutely. Go right ahead, Mac.
Well, find me, Mac the Giants fan, here on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or X, whatever you want to call it. Find me everywhere. Mac the Giants fan, MACDA Giants fan. Check me and my guy Adam Costas out Wednesday, 5:30 p.m. for the Real Deal NFC East Roundup. We're going to get y'all ready for week one for all 4 of these squads in the NFC East, man. So come check me out. And then Friday night, definitely me, Adam, and Zion once again with them premium takes, man. Friday's our new night. So come check us out, man.
Absolutely. Logan?
Yeah, just subscribe to my channel, LGZ Productions, for sports content. If you guys are interested in movies as well, I got a movie channel. It's just my name, Logan Knapp, Knapp. Thanks for having me on, bro.
Absolutely, anytime. Awesomeness?
Yo, what's up, man? Sorry, I know I've been out, but
You're good.
thank you for
You've been
having me on,
amazing.
bro.
Anytime.
I do appreciate
Absolutely.
you for having me on, Mr. Design. I appreciate you, man. Shout out to your channel, man, and shout out to all the Real Giants fans up in here, bro. Logan, what's up, bro? How you been? And look, man, it's about that time. Football season, week one, Giants and Cowboys. Lord have mercy. Sunday night. Good luck to y'all. That's all I gotta say. Good luck to y'all. And all these goddamn grasshopper fans and cowbum fans, y'all can talk all you want about my team. At the end of the day, watch and see. Y'all gonna be surprised during this season. That's all I gotta say.
Absolutely. I was gonna pull up my fantasy because I did go grab the Commanders defense because you guys go out there and smash the Cardinals this week. So that's must. Go right ahead, Coach. Thanks for having you on too, Awesomeness. It's always a pleasure.
Appreciate it, man.
Zion, first of all, thanks for having me. The rest of you guys, Miz, Logan, Mac, man, nothing but love and respect. You guys are phenomenal.
Sir.
Awesomeness, first time meeting you, but it's been a pleasure and an honor interacting with you. You know, tapped into your channel and what you bring in. So I'll definitely be following you. You were looking for me? Twitter, it's Coach Ed Gladney, and that's Ed with two D's, EDD, Coach Ed Gladney. In terms of YouTube, you can find me at Coach Ed Gladney's Amazing World of Sports. Tuesday nights, I'll be on with my boy NYG22, also known as Unpopular Opinion Sports. We have a show called Heart of the City. We're on there touching base with all of the scenes in the New York City area, but we're expanding it now. We're going to be talking to content creators from the opposing team. So this week we're hoping to have a Cowboy content creator where we talk about the upcoming opponent, but we also touch on all sports. I have my segment there, Coach's Corner, where I talk WNBA because I have a passion for the women. Let's go Liberty. And I also talk college sports. I'm a big Rutgers University fan, but I touch base on everything, every sports team in the tri-state area, Syracuse. Doesn't matter, even in basketball season. And I also have my podcast through Shadow Worlds Media every Wednesday, 12 noon to 2 in the afternoon, where I break down, I talk about, and give you my perspective on what's going on the sports. I also have some interviews during that time frame, so different people from my semi-pro minor league football world. I'll bring you people there. So you get to know them. Also, I'll be interviewing many people and content creators here. I've already done that so far. So I'm really trying to branch out and bring you great content in terms of sports in itself. So I'm ready to bring it all out there. And as Big Lou, I'll say to you, I'm ready to sprinkle it all over the place.
Let's get it. We was gonna end it, but I mean, like the guy I was just talking about. You gotta up your mic, homie. The guy I was just talking
Teach
about
you how
is
to
right
sprinkle some
here,
game on these bitches.
right here. Got his 11 and 6 T-shirt on. Make sure you guys go cop that. We're gonna probably extend it. I know all you college fans, relax. You got 28 minutes before that Clemson game start. I know I'm excited for it too. But that being said, we're gonna have 10 more minutes. We're just gonna have Lou say his speech. Whatever. This is the state of the Giants. Where do you speech? Where do you feel that the Giants is going into the season? Go off for 10 minutes. We was gonna end it, but I do want to give you your time. You did take your
Where,
time out of your way to come
where
here.
where the Giants are gonna go this season was the question.
Have your this is the state of the Giant. You have 10 minutes to say whatever you want to say before we end it. The mic is yours, my friend.
Well, listen here. Let me tell you something, brother. Nah, the New York Giants, man, we look real good. The defense is on point. The front seven is a phenomenal rotation. You can give guys breathers. They can come out there and give their guy a rest, a Gatorade break, has a cramp or whatever the case may be. He can sit out a series, and the guy coming in off the bench on that defensive line can be just as impactful. So no worries on the defensive front. The linebacker group with the new additions that we've made is stout. The cornerbacks in that room, we have more than enough guys to stop. They play press man coverage zone, however you want to try to line up. Those guys can stop the passes. Okay. Now, our offensive line still has some questions at the guard position, and we'll see if Evan Neal takes that big leap that we think he can take. But as far as that goes, I really have not too many concerns as far as the offensive line. I think within the first 4 weeks, them guys start to gel and become a cohesive unit, and they'll start manhandling guys around because this is the New York Giant road graders front offensive line now. Okay, no more hog mollies, no more bull crap. We are the road graders, and they are going to pave the way for Saquon Barkley and Gray to pound these guys on the ground. Pause. Also, opening up lanes for Daniel Jones to see his go through his progressions and find his guys in stride with the pass. So we got a bunch of speedsters at receiver. We have the number 2 tight end in the league as a receiver as well. And don't sleep on Lawrence Cager, who was a wide receiver, who Dable scouted as a wide receiver, which is why we only kept 6 instead of 7 or 8. because Lawrence Cager can play tight end and receiver, and Bellinger is what he is, a blocking and catching tight end. So he's a versatile player that you'd like to keep. And with the second year in the playbook, a better understanding of the playbook, more plays available to them because they are in the second year of this system. I think that last year was just the tip of the iceberg. You saw a very minuscule portion of the playbook, considering we had a very slow wide receiver group and some guys that we had just signed off the street, basically. So now that you have some NFL caliber players in the second year in the system, Dable has the opportunity to open up that playbook and get a little more complex, because as all of us football fans know, Dable runs a complex offense. It's not an easy offense to understand. So now with the second year in the system, again, like I said, I believe that these Giants team is going to be completely different. And what nobody is talking about is, yeah, you got film on last year's Giants team. You got film on last year's Giants team. You have no film on this team. You have no film on what Paris Slayton is going to be used as. You have Paris Campbell is going to be used as. You have no film on how we're going to use Jalen Hyatt. You have no film on if JMS is going to be used in mostly run blocking or pass protection. You have no film on none of this. So all of your game planning against us is going to be guesswork at best. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So 11-6 is the floor. As coach said, maybe 13-4. So I'm just here to tell you, man, it's going down. Giants hoist the Lombardi this year. I think Philadelphia misses it. They don't make a repeat attempt. I think they might make the playoffs, but not make it past the first round, especially if they got to play us. And I think Dallas is going to implode. We're going to start that implosion on week 1 where we go and stomp a mud hole in their ass at MetLife Stadium. But yeah, man, it is what it is. 11-6. Go cop the merch. Go subscribe to all of the Big Blue Crew Sports members. You know what I'm saying? And stop being a ninja watcher. Hit that like button.
Absolutely. We got Big Pat in the house as well. What's up, Pat? This has been the state of the Giants. What's up, little guy? That's Eli. Everybody say hi to Eli, named after the Eli Manning. You know, won us 2 Super Bowls.
I didn't ask you.
Sorry. No.
What? He looked at me like,
Mama.
I'm talking Giants.
We got Pat in the house, co-founder of Big Blue Crew. The state of the Giants.
Don't disturb me.
We was ending it, but you guys have to show up and you have to keep it going. What do you feel about the Giants? Give your takes, just to stay on the team going into the season. Lou did an excellent job on saying his takes. What do you got, Pat?
I just think this team is going to be very different from last year. I think we still have same playoff success this year. I'm not going to call week 1 a must win, but it's a must win for the psyche of the Giants. They're going against the Cowboys. We've been getting stomped by the Cowboys for a good little while. I wish I wasn't at work when Mac was live, because I would have talked to AK personally. He be saying some little slick stuff on the slide. He cool, but he be saying some slick stuff. It's all good. I get a hold of him. But I just think this team is way different from what you saw last year. And it's going to take some teams to get used to knowing that we can attack you from any way that we want to this year. The prime thing with this year, the only thing that will hold this team back is the offensive line. But if this offensive line is half decent this year, a lot of people are going to get their ass whooped by the Giants this year because we have too much speed. And now that we have Darren Waller, who will be focused in this playbook, I truly believe he will get at least 80 receptions in this offense this year. So this is going to go through Waller. And when you try to stop Waller, it's going to go through one of the other receivers that you can't guard. And Saquon Barkley is still going to be a major part of this offense. And yes, when he gets his 1,300 yards rushing, they're going to say he's 100% of the offense again, which I don't care about. And I'm quite sure Daniel Jones doesn't care about it anyway. So it is what it is. There's too many weapons out there for us not to be good this year. So we'll see.
Absolutely beautiful. that being said, guys, I know we just lost all our viewers because I said I was ending it, so I will probably end it. Thank you guys. If you're still watching, man, go subscribe to all these great content creators. Who knows? You guys might get another stream tonight from the Big Blue Crew. But that being said, man, bless up for you college fans. You guys can go watch your Clemson game now. And thank you guys so much for being here. Let's get it. I don't have an outro, so I'm just going to end it.
Peace.